If you're thinking about selling online but don't know where to start, or if you've already heard about Shopify but aren't sure if it's really worth it, this video is exactly what you needed to find today. Because I'm going to explain what Shopify is, how it works behind the scenes, what you can sell with it, how much it costs, and most importantly, whether it's really worth investing your time and money in this platform. No beating around the bush, no exaggerations, just my real experience using the tool. Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. When I first heard the word Shopify, I thought it was something complicated, something for programmers or for big companies with huge budgets. And I couldn't have been more wrong. Shopify is basically an all-in-one platform that lets you create your own online store without knowing a single thing about programming. Zero coding, zero technical knowledge. You go in, set up your store, upload your products, and start selling. It's that simple. And when I say all-in-one, I mean it. Because with Shopify, you don't need to pay separately for a website service, another for payment processing, another to manage your inventory, and yet another for email marketing. All of that is included in the same platform. It's like having a whole business in a single tool. Now, is this just for big businesses? Not at all. I personally use it to sell my own digital products, and I know people who started from scratch with no experience, and today they have a profitable business thanks to Shopify. But at the same time, there are huge brands that also trust this platform. Companies like Kylie Cosmetics, Gymshark, or even the official Netflix merchandise store, all built on Shopify. And that tells me something really important. This platform grows with you. It doesn't matter if today you're an entrepreneur starting out from your bedroom, or if tomorrow your business grows into a globally recognized brand. Shopify works in both cases. Alright, now we know what Shopify is, but now comes the part that I personally find most interesting, how it works on the inside. Because it's one thing for someone to tell you it's easy to use, and a whole different thing for you to see it for yourself and say, wow, this is really well thought out. Let's start with the store builder. When you log into Shopify for the first time, the first thing you can do is choose a template. They have a huge library of free and paid templates with modern and professional designs. You pick the one you like best, install it with a single click, and that's it. You've got the foundation of your store. You don't have to build anything from scratch. And from there, customizing is incredibly easy. You can drag and drop sections, change colors, text, and images, all without touching a single line of code. Plus, all the designs are fully responsive, which means your store will look perfect on both computers and phones without you having to do anything extra. But what really surprised me when I saw it for the first time were the artificial intelligence features that Shopify has built in. For example, you can ask the AI to generate a product description for you, create images, or even build entire sections of your website just by typing what you need. Something that used to take hours now gets done in seconds. Now, let's talk about products. And this is where Shopify gets really interesting because you can sell pretty much anything. Physical products you have in your own inventory, digital products like templates, courses, or downloadable files, services, drop shipping, print on demand, or even gift cards. And if you have a physical business, you can also use Shopify as a point of sale system. But there's something else I think is brilliant, and that's that Shopify integrates directly with TikTok Shop, Instagram Shop, and other social networks. That means you can sell your products directly from your social media, and all your inventory syncs automatically with your store. If you're using social media to attract customers, this is a total game changer. Okay, now we know what Shopify looks like on the inside and what you can sell. But now I want to talk to you about the features that, in my opinion, really make the difference compared to other platforms. Because this is what makes Shopify not just another option, but the option that makes the most sense for most entrepreneurs. Let's start with payments. Shopify has its own built-in payment processor, which means you can start receiving money from day one without having to hire an external service. And it doesn't just accept credit cards, it also accepts PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and even cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. But there's something I find especially useful, and that's the option for installment payments. Your customer can pay in installments, but you receive the full amount up front. That's a huge advantage for closing sales that might otherwise be lost. Then there's inventory management. If you have products in multiple locations, Shopify lets you manage everything from a single dashboard. It sends you alerts when stock is low, and you can set it up so it automatically stops selling a product when it's out of stock. No more sales you can't fulfill, no more upset customers over orders that never arrive. Now, let's talk analytics. Shopify shows you exactly where your traffic is coming from, how many people are buying versus how many leave without buying, and what you can improve to turn more visits into real sales. That information is worth its weight in gold when you're trying to grow your business. And then there's something I think is really underrated: built-in email marketing. With Shopify, you don't need to pay for an external tool to send emails to your customers. You can create campaigns, automate follow-up flows, and recover abandoned carts, all from within the platform. And if after all that you still need something more, here comes the best part: the Shopify App Store. Basically, it's like your phone's app store, but for your shop. There are thousands of apps, many of them free, that let you add extra features, from dropshipping tools like AutoDS to review apps like Judge.me, so your customers can leave feedback and you can build more trust. Literally, if you need something that Shopify doesn't have by default, there's an app for that. We've reached the chapter I know a lot of you have been waiting for, because everything I've told you sounds great, but at the end of the day, the real question is, how much is this going to cost me? And even more importantly, is it worth it? Let's break it down. Shopify has 3 main plans. The basic plan, which is where most people start, costs around $19 a month if you pay annually, or $25 a month if you prefer to pay month to month. Then there's the Grow plan, which is about $49 a month on the annual plan, and the Advanced plan, which is around $299 a month. But here's what I promised at the beginning of the video and what very few people tell you. Shopify has a promotion where you can start with 3 days free and then pay just $1 a month for the first 3 months. That means you have a full 90 days to set up your store, try out all the features, make your first sales, and decide if this is for you. For basically nothing. $3. That's all it costs you to try it out. And you'll find the link with the promotion in the video description. Alright, now for the verdict. Is Shopify worth it? My honest answer is yes. For the vast majority of people, absolutely yes. Shopify is the platform that just works. I don't have to constantly fix errors, I don't have to worry about updates breaking my store, and I don't have to pay for 5 different tools to have everything I need. Everything's in one place and works well from day one. Does it have drawbacks? Of course it does, and I'll tell you about them with complete honesty. If you're someone who's very technical and wants total customization and complete control over every detail of your site, platforms like WordPress will give you more freedom. But if you're like 95% of entrepreneurs who want a professional, functional store that generates sales without driving yourself crazy in the process, Shopify is exactly what you need, and that's it.